Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. With the national elections just a few days away, every day is eventful. So it's about time we look at the report card of the ruling dispensation at the center, the political party which is projected to have no alternative. So today, India is one of the fastest growing big economies in the world. Its foreign policy is the envy of many, starting from physical infrastructure like roads and railways to digital infrastructure to border infrastructure to achievements in the field of sports to space to production of defense equipments domestically to its exports. BJP has a lot to show for. The areas it is found lagging in are unemployment, which is as high as more than 10% of the population. In the younger group, which is the biggest group in the country, that is the age group of 15 to 34-year-old, it is towering 45%. In the global hunger index, India figures at 111th rank out of 125 countries in the serious hunger category. On education and healthcare, India spends a meager 2 to 3% of its GDP creating poor learning outcomes and huge out-of-pocket expenditure by the common man for healthcare. On research and development, India spends paltry 0.6% of its GDP. One hopes that these crucial issues receive more attention by the ruling party at the center. Another troubling trend that we are witnessing today is corruption. BJP has overwhelmed the national imagination on the plank of waging a war against corruption. But what we are witnessing is the electoral bond scam. Recently, a media house has produced a report saying that 25 prominent politicians have switched over from opposition parties to BJP that were mired in corruption cases, and 23 of them have received relief. One wonders if this is a political party driven by an ideology or is it an open house for all to jump in? More so in case of these corrupt politicians against which it promised to take an action. Another troubling trend is free and fair elections. So, few former chief election commissioners have come and opined that the recent actions of income tax agencies and enforcement directorate are disrupting the level playing field for opposition parties. Former Chief Election Commissioner S.Y. Qureshi has come and said that arrest of 2 sitting chief ministers and freezing of funds of principal opposition parties have caused irreparable damage to these parties. Now, free and fair elections are very important for any democracy, so we would not like to see this. Next troubling issue is the independence of central agencies. We have recently seen the election commissioner resigning. In the past, we have seen the RBI governors resigning. We are seeing post-retirement benefits being given to judges. We are seeing the office of governor, position of governor, which is a neutral and non-political position, being used to create disturbances in the smooth functioning of states run by opposition parties. Now, one would not like to see such a thing happen. Another troubling issue is petty politics. Now we have seen in the aftermath of electoral bond judgment, 600 lawyers had written a letter warning the CJI about protecting the independence of judiciary and saving the courts from being bullied and browbeaten by a certain group. Now, and this letter was supported by the Prime Minister himself. Now, this is not just disrespectful of the CJI, it is also disrespectful of the independence of our judiciary. And such a move achieves absolutely no objectives. Another troubling issue, which is very sensitive, is Kachcha Tivu. Now, this issue has the potential of disrupting and damaging India's relations with Colombo at a time when India is struggling to save its neighboring countries from falling into Chinese influence. We have seen the example of Maldives, we are seeing what's happening in Nepal, we are seeing what's happening in Bangladesh. So, one would have expected such irresponsible move not to be taken by the ruling party, which is supposed to show more statesmanship over such matters. So while BJP deserves to be applauded on the good work that it is doing, these issues need to be addressed. As a voter, one's right doesn't just extend to voting once in 5 years, but it also extends to questioning and objecting a political party or a ruling government whenever it appears to be doing something that is not right. So if any of these issues resonate with you, then please talk about it. Share it on your social media platform, because creating awareness and communication is important for causing a course correction. And do not feel that what does one opinion matter, because every noise creates an echo. Jai Hind.